Hi guys, it's Sandy. I know that you enjoy these what I eat in a day videos. So this one is what I eat in a day for 4 days. And the reason I'm doing that is because I've told you before that I had to switch things up. After 7 months of doing intermittent fasting and losing weight, I didn't want to just plateau. I needed to maintain where I was and get stronger and more lean. And I needed to switch things up by switching up a few of the days where I do 2 days of low carb and 2 days of regular carb. Now, what I really do is Monday, Tuesday, low carb, and then the whole rest of the week, regular carb. That way I never get mixed up. I know Monday and Tuesday, I'm gonna eat low carb. I don't have to wonder what day of the week is it and how am I supposed to be eating. I just eat lower carb on those days. And then my body says, oh wait, she's doing something different. I can't just stay the same all the time because she's mixing it up on me. So what that does is when I eat them 2 days in a row, it just takes those glycogen stores and it's just getting rid of them. So 2 days in a row, and I still work out in a fasted state on those days, but it just depletes those glycogen stores more that way. And then I go back to eating regular the whole rest of the time. And my body just stays switched up all the time. So that's why I wanted to share 4 days with you this time. Maybe I'll do a what I eat in a week sometime, but I know that it's valuable to have different ideas of what to eat. So that's why I wanted to share this. Ooh. Now, I did share a video just the other day about protein because I was way under eating protein and I didn't know it. I've learned so much in these 7 months of intermittent fasting. I have learned so much. And while I'm learning, I want to share this with you guys because you're going to, whether you have just started this journey and you're just a few weeks in or you're a few months in or wherever, you're going to need this information at some point. Because you'll want to keep improving also. If you just do intermittent fasting all the time, same thing every day, and you don't make sure that the nutrition is there, you're going to lose some weight on the scale, but you're not going to really look much better or feel much better unless you also do a few other things like eating more protein. So when I found that out, and it doesn't mean you just have to eat a piece of meat all the time, there's a lot of sources of protein. So let me share my video. Let me share some ideas for you for things that I eat. I'm just more conscious with what I'm doing now. As far as those 2 low carb days, I'm more conscious about it. And I choose real whole foods. I don't want to sit around and eat donuts and Doritos as my carbs. I really want food that's nutritious and will make me feel good. You're gonna see pizza in this video because we eat pizza every week also. And I wanna be real with you. So, and if I showed you right now my sink, you'll see dishes in my sink. So that's me. That's just me being real. Like I'm just a real person just trying to share my journey with you. And what's worked for me may work for you too. Share in the comments if you do something different because we can really learn from each other. If I do 16-8 and you may do something different that's really working for you. So please share. Okay, you guys, here's my 4 days of what I eat in a day. Here we go. So I'm going to start off with 2 low carb days and then show you my regular days. So this was a Mexican breakfast scramble. I just made this up. I have 3 eggs in here that I scrambled. I had taco meat already in the refrigerator. So I threw in some taco meat and just a little bit of chicken that I had in the refrigerator just to give a good amount of protein to start my day. I put in a half of an avocado, some olives, both of them for a healthy fat, some salsa, and there's some red peppers in here. So this was a delicious bowl and it was just a great way to get a lot of protein. For lunch, I had a salad. It's on a big bed of spinach, which has protein in it. I topped it with meat, some chicken and different vegetables, and then to put some French fried onions on top. So I love salads. I just like to keep them different though. Meal prep is key. I will make some meat at the beginning of the week in the Instant Pot, have a bunch of that, cut up vegetables, and then I can easily throw together different meals during the week. And then this is what we had for supper. These are smash burgers. So I had 2 hamburgers. They're not great big, but there's 2 hamburgers here, and then some roasted mushrooms, some lettuce and green beans, and then I put some guacamole on top of it. And this is a low carb day, so I didn't have a hamburger bun. My husband did, but I did not. This is a delicious way to eat it. And then I put some ketchup right on top of my hamburger. Day 2, this is low carb again. So I had a big chopped salad. We had some ham already made up in the refrigerator and some mushrooms. There's olives in here, lots of vegetables, a little bit of cheese. So I'm hitting all of the good stuff in here with the meat, all of the romaine lettuce on the bottom of here that I'm trying to show you, and then lots of vegetables and some healthy fats with the olives and a little bit of cheese on here. This was a delicious way to start my day off. For my second meal, I wasn't super hungry because I had had that huge salad. So I took a cup of blueberries and just letting those defrost. They were frozen. And then I just made a protein shake. So I took my almond milk, the homemade almond milk and the homemade coconut milk that I showed you in videos. Well, this is the homemade almond milk. And then I added all this. I added protein powder, some powdered peanut butter, flax seeds, chia seeds. Those all have a lot of protein in them, so it'll keep me feeling full all the way until I get to supper. This is just an easy thing to have for an easy pickup for the day. It gives me some good carbs, low carbs, and some good protein. Then for dinner that night, we had taken some steaks out of the freezer. We had a cow butchered and bought part of it with some other people. So then I just had some spring mix and we roasted some asparagus. I didn't eat this whole steak. It was really big, but it was delicious dinner. Okay, so now we're going to start day 3 and we're getting into our regular carb. For the whole rest of the week, I just eat regular. But I needed a lot of protein for breakfast still. So this is 3 eggs and spinach and tomatoes and some peppers on the side. And then this is a homemade whole grain blueberry muffin that I was eating. So it's not your typical processed blueberry muffins. So this gave me also some nutrition for the morning. A good way to start my day. For lunch that day, I made a sandwich. So I had some ham in the refrigerator already, and you will soon, with Easter coming up also. Ham, I fried an egg and put on top because I'm trying to get the protein in, and I still want to make it delicious though. And then I put some mayo on the bread, and I had a sandwich with some grapes and some olives and some carrots. I like adding olives to my lunches or pickles or those kind of things. It's a good healthy fat or a fermented food I'll try to add. But this is what I had for lunch today. I'm not afraid of eating sandwiches. This is a homemade whole grain bread that I actually did make. Or I buy it in the store and buy something like Ezekiel bread. It's fine to eat some bread every once in a while if you can handle gluten, which I can. I'm not gluten-free because I'm okay to eat gluten. So for dinner tonight, I made some Alaskan cod. This is some popcorn roasted broccoli. If you have never seen the YouTube channel Clean and Delicious, you should check it out. She has a lot of really good recipes on there. So we roasted the broccoli, roasted mushrooms. You can tell I like mushrooms because we have them quite a bit. And baked the cod and then had a sweet potato also. So that's considered a slow burn carb. So it doesn't, make sugar in your body as quickly. So a wonderful healthy meal. So sometimes you just need to get out the door quickly. So I wanted to take this with me for my first meal, whatever time of the day you eat it. This is chia seed pudding. If you've never made it before, you need to try it. The chia seeds are full of a good protein, and I made it with a whole serving of Greek yogurt to get more protein in it, and I put some almond milk and cinnamon in here, a little bit of maple syrup, and then I top it with almonds, and I already had the strawberries in here. So it's a good punch of protein early and an easy thing to take with you. And then for lunch that day, I had a big bowl of salad that's basically a Mediterranean salad. I like salads a lot. I try to switch them up so they're different, but I like them, and that's why you see them in this video.
Now, I did put some farro in here. That's an ancient grain. It's really good. I started really enjoying it. And then some chickpeas. Both of them have protein in it, and I wanted some more, so I had a cup of cottage cheese for protein also. And then I topped all this with a balsamic vinaigrette. Now I'm showing you, this was actually my dinner that night, but these days weren't in order. So I wanted to say that because I wanted to show you that we eat pizza every weekend, either Friday night or Saturday night. So I didn't want to keep this out. So this is pizza. There was actually one more slice on here that I had eaten before I taped this. But I want to show you that I also eat like a normal person. I am just a normal person. So we have pizza, but what I have learned is I definitely need some kind of fiber and protein with it. And I have found out that if I do not, I am starving the next morning. I need something to slow down that sugar spike because if I just eat pizza, I'm getting a big sugar spike of the carbs. So I have a healthy salad with protein and fiber, and it really keeps me feeling full.
All right, that's all I have for now. Until next time, I'm out.